Hi, this is Kristen from PHS. Welcome to my garden. Today I'm going to be talking about my least favorite thing, which is poison ivy. I'm going to provide some tips on how to identify it and how to safely remove it organically and without breaking out in a rash. So let me show you some poison ivy and give you some tips on how to identify it. So here I have a pretty big patch of poison ivy. And you may have heard the phrase, leaves with 3, let it be. That would certainly be the case if you run into this in the wild. You don't want to come across it while you're camping or something. When it comes to gardening, you don't want to let it be. You want to remove it as soon as you see it. So to identify it, like I said, it has 3 leaves, and each of these would be more like a leaflet to form one leaf. It's lighter green when it's younger, and then as it matures, it becomes darker. It's a roundish leaf, and sometimes you find like notches in the leaves here. It comes out of one main stem, and then each leaf kind of expands out, alternating left and right, one stem further up than the other. And one plant that is sometimes confused with poison ivy is Virginia creeper. So I actually have some Virginia creeper here, and Virginia creeper when it's mature has 5 sets of leaves, but when it's younger it has 3. So you can see why people mistaken that. But if you compare it here to the poison ivy that's right below it, you can see the poison ivy has those 3 sets of leaves all the way throughout the vine. So there's an important thing to remember with this when you're removing it, and this is a spreader. So this vine is going to continue to spread unless I remove it, and there are different ways that this can spread as well. If you let it go, the leaves will turn red and fall and look pretty. However, berries will form and birds will eat the berries, and the seed is in the berries. They don't digest the berries, and wherever that bird goes, a seed might end up on the ground and germinate. Another way that this spreads is through its root system. It forms like a rhizome type of root system, which if you don't know what a rhizome is, it's like a horizontal stem underground where lateral shoots come out. This is sort of just starting to form that rhizome-like look. This is a younger stem. So when you dig this out, you want to make sure you're getting all of this. So you see, I obviously cut it off. There's more left underground. If I don't get everything that is underground out of there, this is going to come back. I have found that I have to dig out my poison ivy once a year. It's a part of my weeding routine. However, if you feel the need to really eliminate this, and you have, say, really thick woody stems, which can happen as the vine matures, you can use an herbicide. I'm an organic gardener. I don't use herbicides or pesticides in my garden. However, if you were to use it, I would suggest reading the instructions very carefully and making sure that you're applying the herbicide only to the poison ivy. So for instance, you could paint the herbicide on the leaves, or if you have a thick woody stem coming up a tree, which mine here is not that thick, you could cut that at the base and then drill a hole into the woody stem and then put the herbicide in there, and that will take care of it. Like I said, I don't personally do that. However, if you have a really serious poison ivy situation, that is another option. So thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. And if you have any garden questions, be sure to go to phsonline.org and click on the Ask PHS button. There's lots of great information there. Thank you. Keep gardening and be safe.